my God. I'm going to play with you. Oh my God. Ah! Yay! Okay, here we go. We're going to start the concert. No. No, it's already... Lissa was the opening act for herself. Yay, okay, so I'm just going to say one thing to the Facebook crowd, and if you're out there and you're listening right now, if you can just share this as much as possible, because the link is new, and it's not the link that should be here.
It is working?
And it's totally working.
Phew!
Oh.
Nice job on the computer there, Peter.
Woo.
You've worked hard.
I think I'm really
already.
sweating right now. So Lissa, I think because the internet has not heard, actually, you sang "When My Baby," you sang that already. I think everyone out there should hear. Would you guys listen to it one more time? Out there.
Now you're gonna know it.
Since this is new for everyone else out there in internet land, I wanna sing it with Lissa too. So.
Okay, well, welcome, Internet. We're sorry we started a little bit without you. I've just been having a great time here, and Peter's been working on the computer. And now, hopefully, we are all joined together in one moment in time. Hopefully. Or maybe just like a few seconds
With
delay.
a 5-second delay.
All right, so we have a live audience. So I already told them all of this, and they know this already. But this is a song I wrote, and it's on my newest album, which came out last year. You can get it on my website, lissafiddle.com. And it sounds like this. It's called When My Baby Cries. When my baby cries, I want to hold him. When my baby cries. When my baby cries, I want to hold him. When my baby cries. When my baby cries, ooh, tears are in his eyes. When my baby cries, I'm gonna pick him up. When my baby's sad, I want to soothe him. When my baby's sad. When my baby's sad, I want to soothe him. When my baby's sad. When my baby's sad, ooh, you know it feels so bad. When my baby's sad, I go to hug him tight. When my baby smiles, the sun is shining. When my baby smiles. When my baby smiles, the sun is shining. When my baby smiles. When my baby smiles, ooh, no, he is my child. When my baby smiles, I give him all my love. When my baby laughs, my world is turning. When my baby laughs. When my baby laughs, my world is turning. When my baby laughs. When my baby laughs, ooh, I know the joy we have. When my baby laughs, I go to hug him tight. First verse. When my baby cries, I want to hold him. When my baby cries. When my baby cries, I want to hold him. When my baby cries. When my baby cries, ooh, tears are in his eyes. When my baby cries, I'm gonna pick him up. Thank you. I gotta say, I'm actually not used to the live applause. It's exhilarating and also like disconcerting after months and months of no audio feedback from my audiences.
Well, I think we should do Money Musk.
Okay, let's do Money Musk. Yeah, well, so now we are live. We have we have a feed that's working. We have a video that's working. We have sound that's working. This is Peter Siegel on the mandolin, guitar, and computer.
Thank you. And this is my house.
This is also right on the porch. This is Peter's porch, and my name is Lissa Shneckenberger. And I'm so happy to be here on this porch with a live musician. Whoa.
Let's see here. We are going to play another old chestnut. So that the tune we played earlier, which no one on the internet heard, but was Petronella, which goes to a dance, and this tune goes to another dance. This is Money Musk, and this is like one of those awesome oldie New England tunes that is not easy to play by any stretch of the imagination. So don't leave me alone, Lissa. But usually you have a whole mob of musicians playing the tune together, so you could flub up a little bit while you're playing. You know, it's okay. It's not like bluegrass.
No solos. This is actually one I recorded this. I recorded this a bunch of years ago on a dance CD with our mutual friend David Kaner, and which I think is sort of how Peter and I met years ago.
It is. I think, Lissa, you were like 14, and I was like 20 or something like that. And seriously.
We were both younger.
Yeah, we've known each other for a really long time. Well, not that long because we're pretty young, right?
Oh yeah, I'm just like, 20 now.
And I'm 22. Okay.
Yeah?
Let's do it. So the only reason I'm doing this song is because Lissa mentioned this song. I think I probably sang this song early on, knowing you, and I.
Well, actually, it was because it was back when low flush toilets were unusual.
It's true, and now they're very usual.
And now, just to one up everyone, so now most people have low flush toilets, and to make sure that I'm very competitive. And to one up everyone, I now have a composting toilet because I figured that was the way.
That is the way.
That is the way.
That's totally the way. So like when I didn't write this song, it was written by a guy named Howard Kaplan, and it's all about water use and actually really about vegetarianism more than anything. But when I used to sing this song, I was living in a house in Guilford where we had a sawdust toilet and we had a no flush toilet, and we didn't eat much meat. So this song is a really nice lesson, written by Howard Kaplan. We had the renovators at our house this year to restore, repaint, and renew. We tried to fix the toilet where it leaked a bit, but the bottom it broke right through. So we took the opportunity to make a change and do something that was green. We put a low flush toilet in the very same place that a high flush toilet had been. An ordinary toilet flushes 7 gallons, a not inconsiderable amount. I got a low flush toilet and a high fiber diet, and I'm making every gallon count. That's it. That's the chorus right there. You can sing along. Now the thing about an ordinary toilet that's so strange when you start to consider it, it's not just the gallons of the water that it flushes, but the fraction of the water that's shit. You see, an ordinary citizen, according to statistics, flushes 1 cup of that stuff once a day, which is only 1% of the gallons of the water that one flush carries away. An ordinary toilet flushes 7 gallons, a not inconsiderable amount. I got a low flush toilet and a high fiber diet, and I'm making every gallon count. Now the fractions denominator is easy to change. All it takes is a wrench and some seals. The numerator needs a much more radical revision in the average citizen's meals. But what's the point of having 30 feet of good intestine when all you stuff it with is white bread and meat that can barely leave the residue to push along when the work of digestion is complete? An ordinary toilet flushes 7 gallons, a not inconsiderable amount. I got a low flush toilet and a high fiber diet, and I'm making every gallon count. That's mostly fruits and veggies, whole grains, legumes, and seeds. And the scale in the bathroom says I'm not disappearing, so it must be what my body needs. The grains reduce my transit time to 24 hours, and the fruit makes me have to pee. And I got a lot of time to spend reading on the toilet, which is how I got my PhD. An ordinary toilet flushes 7 gallons, a not inconsiderable amount. A low flush toilet and a high fiber diet, and I'm making every gallon count.
I think I missed a verse. Let's see. Did I do the water's pretty heavy under gravity's pull? I don't think I did that. Now, water's pretty heavy under gravity's pull, which is why Niagara Falls.
You could run it through a turbine on the way downstream in lighthouses, streets, and even malls. You could feed it all to cattle for the sake of beef, but you not only lose its force, you need to use the energy from some other place, which means nukes and fossils, of course. An ordinary toilet flushes 7 gallons, a not inconsiderable amount. I got a low flush toilet and a high fiber diet, and I'm making every gallon count. Now I know you must be sitting there feeling quite disgusted at what you've just been told. And it's absolutely true that I'm full of shit, but it's rarely more than 1 day old. And if you think that this is trivial, not worthy of discussion, I want you to consider this. A 6-ounce steak is equivalent in water to a 1,000-gallon piss. An ordinary toilet flushes 7 gallons, a not inconsiderable amount. I got a low flush toilet and a high fiber diet, and I'm making every gallon count. I'm going to answer a little message here, and I'm going to type something in there, and can you do something right now, one tune by yourself?
Sure. Actually, let me do Since the Day We Met, and then you can join in when
I
you were going to join in anyway from a little afterwards. Okay, this is another song that I wrote. It's called Since the Day We Met. I was going to make a video of this song, for this song, And then the quarantine happened, and we didn't want to be all together, so close together, filming a video. Actually, for anybody on the internet who's worried about our studio audience, I wanted to, if there's people out there that feel anxiety about this, I want to assure you, you can't see them, but our audience is all sitting very far apart from each other, safely distanced. Okay, this one is Since the Day We Met, and it's off of my last album also. You can run away, I love you. You can cry all day, I love you. You can kick and scream and shout, turn your insides inside out. I love you. When the night is long, I love you. Demons coming on, I love you. I can help you find your peace, I will sing you back to sleep. I love you. Oh, everybody makes mistakes, and we get up and try again. But make no mistake, you make no mistake, I love you since the day we met. You can change your name, I love you. You can stay the same, I love you. You can be the one you are, I never will be far. I love you. You can deviate, I love you. Stay out way too late, I love you. You're a rebel with a fight on your angry night, I love you. Oh, everybody makes mistakes, and we get up and try again. But make no mistake, you're no mistake, and I love you since the day we met. Take it, Peter. When my footsteps slow, I love you. You are up and grown, I love you. Someday when my hair is gray, you will hold my hand and say, I love you. Oh, everybody makes mistakes, and we get up and try again. But make no mistake, no mistake, I love you since the day we met. Oh, everybody makes mistakes, and we get up and try again. But make no mistake, no mistake, I love you since the day we met. Want to do Crack in the Windshield?
Sure. But let's do Deep River Blues. I feel like I need a blues.
Okay. Deep technology blues of COVID-19.
I just feel like I need to sing an old song. Hey, thank you all for coming out tonight. It's so wonderful to see you. So, we're going to do this every week that the weather is okay to do this until it gets cold. Every Sunday at 6 out here in my yard. And every Sunday at 6 out there as well. Let it rain, let it pour, let it rain a whole lot more, 'cause I've got them deep river blues. Let the rain drive right on, let the wind go sweep along, 'cause I've got them deep river blues. I got a gal, she's a sweet old gal, oh, just like a waterfowl, and I've got them deep river blues. Ain't no one coming down on me, all the fish that go out on the spring, when I've got them deep river blues. Let it rain, let it pour, let it rain a whole lot more, 'cause I've got them deep river blues. Let the rain drive right on, let the wind blow sweep along, 'cause I've got them deep river blues. Oh dear. Oh, take me back to my old boat. I'm gonna sail it, it she'll float, 'cause I've got them deep river blues. I'm going back to Postal Shores, said times are better back there, I'm told, 'cause I've got them deep river blues. Oh, let it rain, let it pour, let it rain a whole lot more, 'cause I've got them deep river blues. Let the rain drive right on, let the wind go sweep along, 'cause I've got them deep river blues. Let's see, oh, take another one, Lissa. I said I got them river blues. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna just check to see that things are okay here. Say something to the real folks, and I'll say something to the real folks over there.
The other real folks. Yeah. Well. Thanks for coming. It's so nice to be here in the evening where it's very slightly less hot than it was earlier today. Here in southern Vermont, I think we have it pretty good. We've had, we often, many of us have yards that we could go out in during quarantine, right? And now We have low case numbers, which is great, and we are all, making it through. So nice. Luckily, here we are. I can tell everybody while you're checking in, Peter, I've actually been hosting online an arts challenge.
Yes.
And I wanted to invite you all to participate or to view it if you don't feel artsy, but it's open to all artists. It's called the Reparations Art Challenge. And it is a ongoing week-by-week challenge to all different types of artists to create something new on the topic of reparations and share it. And share it with the other artists part of the challenge, and share it with your own followers and fans and family and friends. And you can find it on Facebook. There's a Facebook group I host called Arts and Activism on Facebook. And you can also find it on my website, lissafiddle.com. I have a link from the tool page to the Facebook group where the challenge is currently active. We're halfway through. We have 2 weeks of material already posted from a bunch of different artists, and 2 weeks left for the challenge to be, to go on. So
Awesome.
you're all welcome to join me.
Lissa's like the model of the musician that practices what she preaches.
Well,
I mean, we all have our, we all occasionally get a plastic bag, and every time I know you get a plastic bag, you actually feel like deeply guilty about it.
I do. Well, it's true. Well, so I'm going to out myself right now. I showed up here in my car, and I didn't want to tell anybody. I actually asked Peter not to tell anybody, but I did drive here tonight.
I didn't tell anyone. You just told everyone.
I know. I have a guilty conscience. I just want to get it off my chest. Anyway, yeah. Sometimes I'm still learning. I'm learning a lot, and actually, this challenge has been super motivating. I've learned so much. People are sharing both art, but also things to read, articles. We're all learning. It's just that's what it's about.
I am in the mood, if you are up for this, to play Nancy King.
Yeah.
And because our good friend David Kaner, who's those of you that were here last week also heard us talking about David Kaner, who's been a mentor to so many of us, including me and Lissa, at various times in our lives. And so he's also written some incredible tunes. So we're gonna play these 2 tunes.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's always really great about playing other people's tunes and asking for people's compositions, and it's really fun to be able to pay that back to him and play his tunes that he's written. So the first one is called A Leader in His Field. David wrote it for his dad, who was a professor at Springfield College, Massachusetts. And then the second tune is called Nancy King, written for a friend who used to go to his weekly jam sessions.
B flat and F, right?
Yep. 1, 2.
It's already, let's see, what time is it? It's 7:17. We could do a bunch more, and I really don't feel like singing anymore. I mean, I can, but I really want to hear you sing. I'm gonna sing the last song, but I would love to do Labor On.
Oh, sure, yeah, totally. All right. Okay, so I have a new song that I wrote. This is one, actually, I just released it as a single, and you can download it on my website, lissafiddle.com, or you can just, listen to it right now. And I wrote it for a group of friends that have been doing a series of peaceful protesting the Merrimack coal generating station in Bow, New Hampshire, and the song kind of evolved to be about the climate solutions movement and people that just have the bravery to stand up for what's right and to stand up for what's right for everybody, which is really hard sometimes. So this is like a song of motivation and appreciation, and it's called Labor On, and I hope you like it. When the darkness overtakes you and you shiver in the cold, when despair wakes you and you know you must be bold, when you put your body on the line, don't hesitate nor fear, we know the train is coming and is near. Labor on, my children, labor on, my friends, labor on, my children, we will not let this be the end. When they dig the earth and turn it into dollars to be made, you can't help but try to save her. For her sake, don't be afraid. While the fire labors onward, burning everything it sees, and destruction consumes our decency. Labor on, my children, labor on, my friends, labor on, my children, we will not let this be the end. When the power will corrupt us and complacency sets in and distract you, then placate you, but we cannot let them win. With each step we take together, we are stronger by the hour, and we are rising, we are shining, we have the power. So labor on, my children, labor on, my friends, labor on, my children, we will not let this be the end. Labor on, my children, labor on, my friends, labor on, my children, we will not let this be the end. Thank you.
Give me an A there.
Yeah.
I need to. How about we do a last waltz and a last song? Is that-
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And so this is usually called Live from Brattleboro.
It's not live from Brattleboro today.
It is live from Brattleboro. Oh yes, it is live from Brattleboro. But because we had to go through a different feed, it's not going to look like that to people who are watching. But you could actually watch this after the fact if you go to YouTube, or you go to, not YouTube today, but in general, you can on YouTube or on Facebook. It's on there. And there's a little page that's live from Brattleboro, so you can see it.
Yeah. And you can send us tips. There's a thing on the screen somewhere that says where to go for
Yes,
tips.
in fact, I posted it in the comments in there. So those of you that are listening online can see that. You're welcome to tip us too, but
you're our neighbors, so we're not asking you. You just being here is enough.
For real, live audience. I
Honestly,
just don't
but-
even know. Like, this is almost as thrilling as when I went over the border to Massachusetts 2 weeks ago. It was just like, whoa, oh my
Our
goodness.
standards are really low now.
I haven't been anywhere in a long time. And this is actually, for real, the longest I have slept in my own bed since before I turned 18. I honestly have been on tour since I was 18, and until this spring. And now I enjoy my house and my bed and my town. It's lovely. I also miss other towns. So going to Massachusetts was like exhilarating. For those of you on the internet that don't know, Massachusetts is not very far away.
Not at all. You could almost walk there.
I have biked there.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay.
So another Vermont person who wrote this tune, Pete Sutherland. But everyone always says, "Oh, you're from Vermont. Do you know?" Like they'll name someone from Burlington, and then you go, "Well, sorry, I could drive to New York City in just as much time as I can to Burlington." So,
We have a long stage. Long stage.
but he is a Vermonter. And he does live in Moncton, right? Is that right?
I think he's in Burlington now, but yeah. Pete Sutherland wrote this tune. It's a beautiful waltz called Sunday River. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do one last little song here to end our event.
I have to say, before we do our last song, thank you so much for having me, Peter.
You're welcome. I'm sorry for all the technical flub-ups, but we'll have you back again.
I mean, I'm sorry for them too, but also I don't care. This has been fun.
I have had so much. Despite all of that, I could just like take a breath and play a tune it's so lovely to play with Lissa. I'll tell you all out there because
Yeah.
it's like we have been sort of orbiting each other's lives for so many years, and every once in a while we play these occasional gigs and live across town from each other.
Cool. Anyway, thank you, Peter. Thanks to everybody for coming in person and for tuning in on the internet. And thanks, and we hope to see you next Sunday. Peter will be doing this again.
I will.
With a different guest.
A different guest, and I have. Yes, I'll tell you on Monday.
It's going to be an amazing guest.
I think I knew who it's going to be.
There's a lot of choices in this town.
There are a lot of choices, yes.
But anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in.
This is our song about making the best out of things that I always close with. Some good's gotta come out of this. I'm gonna sing it way out loud. Some better times better lay ahead. I'm gonna paint a silver lining round that cloud. Could finally be the catalyst to turn a stranger into a friend. Could be the shot heard around the world that prevents the world's fiery end. Oh, maybe it's a sign that we all reflect about how family time's been lacking. Could be the straw to break the camel's back to send the big fat orange man packing. Oh! Come out of this. I'm gonna sing it till my vocal parts burn. Some better times better lay ahead. Maybe now we'll give a little sanity a turn. I don't believe in old-fashioned superstition or some great almighty decree. Sometimes feeling a little hardship is a gift to you and me. I mean, look at the musicians making the most of it all, playing tunes in their underwear. They may have no gigs and they can't feed their kids, but the audiences are still out there. Oh, babe! Oh, some good's gotta come out of this. I'm gonna sing it loud and clear. Some better times, better lay ahead. Let's shift into a slower gear. Maybe we'll open up our eyes real wide. Suddenly notice the haves and the have-nots. We're gonna slow down, look around, take stock in what we've got. Less air pollution, more time with the kids, fewer elevator farts. Time for reflection, time for redemption, fewer moving parts. Oh, play it one more time! Sing it one more time now. Some good's gotta come out of this. I'm gonna sing it way out loud. Some better times better lay ahead. I'm gonna paint a silver lining round that cloud. Thank you all so much. Thank you all out there in Facebook land, and thank you all people who are sitting here who I know.
Yay. Thanks, everybody.
Have a wonderful night.
Go see petersiegel.com, lissafiddle.com. Yay.
Yay!
Thanks, everybody.